Hi, and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk, and I've been selling on Amazon for 7.5 years now, doing retail arbor videos here on YouTube to help other sellers get started as well. If this is your first and you've watched my past videos and you maybe aren't subscribed, will you do me a huge favor and subscribe to my channel? It means everything to me and it costs you nothing, so I appreciate it so much. Now, I'm in my shop office. This is the first video I've ever done, which is why it's a big big white wall. I got that photo there of the cow that I have had in my shed. I bought it from Marshall's probably a year ago because I loved it so much. So it's finally here. Now it just needs to be hung up. It will be exciting to see how this video comes out and also just watching the journey of the videos as I add stuff. I have something I'm going to put back there. It actually arrived yesterday. I just need to put it together. So hopefully these videos get a little bit more nice office look instead of big old white wall. So anyways, more behind the scenes of this video, which is just me rambling at this point, but I have a really bad echo. It's been since they first put up the building, the echo's been bad, and I've been wondering how the heck I'm going to actually use this office for shooting content, and I tested it out, and I can use the DaVinci software that I use to edit to get rid of the echo. So here's what it sounds like when I'm just talking, and here's what it sounds like after edited. It gets worse, and then back to normal where it's taken out. Different things set up for its use or eventual use. So here's what it looks like so far. So here where I'm sitting recording this is my office space. I'm going to be working out of here. I'm excited to have like a normal, I kind of worked out of here yesterday. I'm going to work out of here again today. And just to be able to get out of the house and work is going to be huge. So I bought this big old desk, which was great in theory, but it'll look good. It's just not as nice as I thought it was going to be for the price I paid for it. But anyways, I got this gaming chair to hopefully have a more comfortable seat. This is the cutest gaming chair I could find. There are not cute gaming chairs. Over in this corner is actually going to be the prep and pack space. So you can see I'm putting together a Uline packing table that I got. It's pretty easy to put together. I just need to finish putting it together. There's a lot of various states of stuff not together in this place right now, you'll notice. I also have 2 big cases or shelving units I got from Uline that I'm going to be holding all of my FBM stock over in this corner, as well as this cart for my FBM packages, boxes. I'm really excited about this cart. I've been wanting this cart forever, and it's cool because it rolls around, and I've actually put it behind me in this video to kind of try and absorb some of the echo. Over on this half of the building, I have, well, you can see the tree is in stages of getting put together. I filmed this at the end of November, so my Christmas tree is hopefully by the time this video is up, and I'll just quick plop in a photo of it. But yeah, so the Christmas tree, I was really excited about a 12-foot tree. In theory, these ceilings are 14-foot, but it is a lot to get up there and decorate it and all that, but it will hopefully look great once it's done. So this half is going to be, drum roll, a little online boutique. It's always been a dream of mine to have an online, or not online. Back in the day, I wanted it like on Main Street in Tualatin, Oregon, if you know where that is. It's like a fancy little area. But I've always wanted a boutique of my own. That's why I went to college. I went for merchandise marketing, which is just a fancy way of being a buyer. And I actually was an assistant buyer right out of college, so that was fun. But anyways, that is my plans for that. You can see I've got the mannequin, I've got the rolling rack, which is just various things. I've got the boxes of clothes that I've ordered that I just need to get it set up and out. So that is one of the fun, exciting things that I'm looking forward to doing next year, is just setting up a little online boutique and riding that roller coaster to see where that goes. So I'm excited about that. So right now the back corner is pretty much empty. I do have an area rug and a couch, so I'm going to set up like almost like a coffee house kind of vibe here in the middle with like a couch and chairs and reading. I'm probably actually back in my office corner going to put a chair in the corner, which maybe I'll podcast from. Yeah, I got to get some soundproofing things to put on the walls. But anyways, so that is the space. This is what it looks like as of now. And again, as I keep going in these videos, I'll update you as things come together, the online store's up and all of that. I absolutely love selling on Amazon and I love to connect with you guys even more. I got to do that a lot this year with the Year Selling podcast and starting to host meetups again. So that has been a lot of fun and I want to continue to connect with you guys into 2024. So to help make sure I'm doing that, will you please do me a huge favor and comment on this video or send me an email about what kind of content you would like to see from me? If it's Amazon, non-Amazon, like whatever it is I'm doing or you think I'm doing that you would love to see more of, please let me know in the comments or shoot me an email, like I said, or you can even text me. My number is 503-461-5985. I would love to make sure that I'm giving you the content that you would like to see. This video is the beginning of the tax time videos. That's the whole reason of the video, but it was like also a shop update. But anyways, tax time videos. Here we go. This is the first one. And this one is happening in December because it's stock up time. It's taking advantage of all the tax write-offs that you possibly can for your business, which means supplies, trainings, courses, ungating orders, ungating offers, computers, laptops. If whatever you do in your business, if you create content, maybe you need a new camera, new lens, a tripod, whatever it is that you need for your business, now's the time to take advantage of all the holiday sales and also the tax write-offs for the 2023 year. Now, this is where I tell you I am not a tax professional. I'm just a business owner who has a tax professional do their taxes for them, which I highly recommend. So if you are able to, please talk to a tax professional, possibly a bookkeeper, but someone who knows taxes. So a EAP or a CPA, whatever that is, make sure that you talk to them to get all the actual tax advice because I'm not a tax expert. All of the tax write-offs and tax deductions help you so that what you owe on taxes is less. So if you profited $1 million, you're going to want a lot of tax deductions so that you don't have to pay taxes on that $1 million, right? So anything and everything that you're paying contractors, if you're paying employees, all those things are tax write-offs. And it's really one of the benefits of being a business owner. It really is kind of crazy when you get into it and you think about it, but all these things I just never thought of before being a business owner that are actually tax write-offs. So if you have the funds, obviously you need to have the funds to be able to afford them, but if you have the funds and there's something you need for your business, no matter how big or how small, consider getting it this year for the tax write-off. Obviously, if you're watching this in January or February or whatever time you're watching this, you're going to have a tax deduction for that year that you're currently in, but I'm filming this in 2023, so I'm talking 2023 tax returns. I'm going to start this video with things that I got this year that have helped me or I found very helpful. Some of them I didn't get this year, but I'm going to share it with you, some of my recommendations if you're wondering what you should get. So starting off with this really piece of junk box resizer. They're usually like $12 to $15 on Amazon. What it is a box resizer. So for FBA and for FBM, if you need to resize a box. Now with FBM, every inch and little ounce counts as far as shipping. So if you can cut your boxes down and make them look nice, you don't want your FBM orders to look, janky. You want them to look nice. So you can cut down. So you literally just put this on the box lip and then you scroll, it does a little perforation across it, and then you can slice the side of a box and cut it down and make it look nice. Literally, one of my bundles, if I had the original box I was mailing it in, it was charging it as dimensional weight as 10 pounds when it really was only like 4 pounds something, so 5 pounds. When I was able to cut the box down, it saved me $10 on shipping. That's huge. That's a big chunk of my profit, right? In shipping that I don't need to pay if I just find a better fitting box for it. So a box resizer is really helpful. It's also helpful for FBM orders where they can look a little bit more messed up because FBA orders. FBA shipments can look a little more messed up because it's just going to Amazon. It just needs to get there safely. So I use it mostly for FBA for cutting down those big boxes where maybe I don't need them to be that big or I don't have enough stuff, but I only have that box. Whatever the reason you need to cut it down, that little tool is super helpful. So if you don't have one, I highly recommend. All of this stuff, all of the links to all my Amazon supplies, as well as all the different softwares I'm going to talk about, I'm linking them all below. Some are affiliate links, some are not. They're just linking to help you out. if you click on an affiliate link, all it means is I get like a small percentage of a commission if you buy anything, but it doesn't cost you anything. So anyways, all the links are below if you're wondering. This year, I finally got a cordless Bluetooth scanner. The problem is you have to charge it literally after every shipment, or I do anyways, and then I forget. So I finally got it, but I'm mostly still using my corded one. I think when I move into shipments, I haven't done a shipment in this room yet, but I think when I finally do, I will use this a lot more because it can obviously move around and my stuff's going to be everywhere. I'm so used to packing a shipment in literally this space because that's all the space I have in the RV. So it's going to be really exciting to see what it looks like when I can spread out. But anyways, if you don't have a USB scanner, you should get one, period. But there's the Bluetooth one. Just know you got to charge it. And you can't use it while it's charging. Found that out on the second shipment. A Rollo printer. So this is the wireless one. I love it. They're $2.99, I think. The wired one is just as fantastic, and it's only $200. Honestly, waiting so long to get a thermal printer, which is what the Rollo is one of the biggest like regrets that I have. Like if I could go back, I would have got a thermal printer from the beginning. Yes, it is an expense, but it pays off so fast. I was paying like $57 for toner, probably every 3 months, maybe. Let's say 3 times a year. I could have had a Rollo printer and that would have paid for itself in 1 year of just buying toner. So I first got the wired Rollo, and then they came out with the wireless one, I think 2 years ago. So I got the wireless one. It's great. I have both of them. I use the wired one when I travel because the wireless one is set up to Wi-Fi. And sometimes it's like hard to figure it out and switch Wi-Fis. I have 2 Wi-Fis in the RV. And so going from one to the other it's really a pain to switch the Wi-Fi that it's on. So anyways, so I have the wired one for when I travel. I may get a second wireless one because it does print both shipping labels and FNSKU labels. However, it's not a big deal to switch them out, but it would be kind of cool now that I have space to have a wired one, one for FBM or shipping labels and one for the FNSKU labels. This is the little thing I got from Rollo that holds the labels. It's kind of dumb, but it does help organize, especially when you have little space. So these are the free UPS labels. So you can get them with a free business UPS account. These are the fan fold ones. Sometimes they're not online and you have to actually call them to place an order for them. You can also get a big old roll of them. Those are usually online. I have a whole blog that walks you through step-by-step how to set up a UPS account, so I'll also link that in the video. But these are free. I don't have to pay for these labels, only for the Rollo. You can get Rollo labels. I think they come in 200 pack. I think like $20. These are my FNSKU labels. I use the 2x1 from Spartan Industrial. I love Spartan Industrial. I've been using their poly bags for years. I'll get to that in a second. But I get the rolls, I think each one has 1,000, and I got a box of 10. So what is that, 10,000 labels? So they last a while. Hopefully they won't last as long now that I have all the space. But yeah, having all of these, and then this thing just holds them. I love how it holds the flat ones with these. So I don't ever have to change. I'm making a mess of this. I don't ever have to change the label out of this thing. I just have to switch it out, which again is not that hard. But hey, if you had a really profitable Q4 and you're like, I want to splurge on my business, maybe you want 2 Rollos or just one. Other tools and supplies, if you don't already have them for your business, these are just cute. I can't talk today. Clear circle stickers. Can you see it? So I put these on beauty products to make sure the customer knows they're new. Again, this is something that I started to do after I got a customer try and tell me that the item was used, that it was like missing some, blah, blah, blah. So after that, I bought these stickers and I put them on any beauty items that open up. I also have, this is the inch one. I also have the 1.5-inch one, which is a little bit bigger for the bigger boxes. Or I even use them to seal, like sometimes, puzzle boxes or things that just need a little help sealing. I use those bigger ones to just seal it to make sure it doesn't open. You could also polybag, but these are the black labels. that I use for things like Halloween costumes when you need to cover up the price that's printed on it, or holiday inflatables, or anything in the holiday seasonal area really has prices all over it. I just stick this. They're permanent. They don't come off. And if they do come off, they come off with the box. But I stick them right over the prices, or if it says Walmart exclusive on it, I try to cover that up too. These are amazing. I've been using these for 3 years. Actually, another seller in the Bolo group told us all about them, and I've been using them ever since. So another reason you want to connect with other sellers if you're not already. But yeah, those are really good. And then my poly bags. So in the RV, I love these so much. I'm probably going to stick with them here in the shop. But in the RV, because I only have one cabinet where I keep all of my supplies. You don't need a lot of supplies, but I have one cabinet where I keep them all. These are what I keep my poly bags in. They're just Banker zip bags. I got them from Amazon. And then I write, so this is a 9x12. This is my 8x10 bag. And I know if I need an 8x10 bag, it's in the green one. I purposely got different colors so that I could, like, you know, memorize whatever. So this size is in the purple bag. The bigger size is in my red bag. My little 9x6s are in my orange bag. And then I have a 12x18, which is a yellow bag. And I think I'm missing one. But it's really easy. I mean, I can literally grab them. They're all in here. They can store in my closet. I can grab them all with one hand. I absolutely love these bags. I think I've had them for 2 or 3 years now. Before that, my poly bags were just in a bag, and it was just a mess. So I use Spartan Industrial. I get a box of 1,000 of them, and then I just shove like 200 or so in this, and then I refill this as I need it. They have the suffocation warning. I've been using these forever. They are not resealable, which is really important for your poly bags, because if a bag should open and the item fall out, or it was like a bundle and now the customer only has 2 and they meant to get 3 because it fell out somewhere, you want them to be solid sealed. I have played around with, might have them in this one. These are the I Love Supply bags. I don't even know if these are from a year ago. I ordered a bunch of them. I don't love these. They're fine. I prefer Spartan. So I did order a bunch of these. When I ran out of them, I went back to the Spartan. I just prefer them. I can't remember exactly why, but yeah. So I get my poly bags and these Banker bags from Amazon. Now, some sellers have a cart, like one of those carts with like a lot of little drawers. I might get them, and I still probably am going to use the bags just because it's so easy to grab what you need. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Okay, now on to softwares. Inventory Lab. Okay, you guys, you don't need Inventory Lab, but let me tell you, you need Inventory Lab. Anytime you can buy a software on an annual basis, you'll save money. So I pay for Inventory Lab on an annual basis. I pay for my repricer on an annual basis. Keepa on an annual basis. I'll get into the repricer later, but it is helpful because you save money. But I would recommend using the test mode. So if they offer a free trial, so Inventory Lab, you can try it free for 30 days. I highly recommend doing that so you can decide if you want it or not, because if you're not sure if you're going to use it or if you need it, pay for it on a monthly basis and then do the annual when you're like, okay, yeah, I need this. Like, let's get it for an annual pass and save money. Inventory Lab, okay, you don't need it, right? You can do your shipments just fine in Seller Central. I did it for 4 years in Seller Central because it's free. Why wouldn't I use it when it's free? Inventory Lab has been a game changer this year for me. I've had it for 2 years now. I like it. So you can see, I'm going to show you my dashboard here. I like it because it tells me I have $77,911 of total inventory value that I could sell. That's gross sales. I could sell $79,000 if all my stuff sold at Amazon right now. That's how I first use it. Like my first or second Q4, I got it for Q4. I didn't know how to do shipments with it, FBA shipments. So I only ever used it to see, because people were asking me, well, how much money can you do? And I was like, I don't know. So I used Inventory Lab software to let me know that. But since I wasn't using it for FBA shipments, it didn't make a lot of sense to keep it because it is kind of costly. 2 years ago, possibly 3 now, who knows? I'm losing track of time. I finally started using Inventory Lab for shipments after people kept telling me how crazy I was for not using it. I finally used it. It is an absolute game changer. I do not have to do anything in Seller Central to make an FBA shipment. And as I'm sure you know, if you use Seller Central, things can go sideways, and they always tend to go sideways right at the end when you're already over it and frustrated and just want to be done with your shipment. That's when something goes wrong in Seller Central, and maybe you have to redo a shipment or what. It has happened so many times. I'm sure you know the feeling. I've never had anything go sideways on me in Inventory Lab yet, knock on wood. And since I never have to go into Amazon at all, it's really, really cool and helpful. One of the other things I started doing this year with Inventory Lab is using their Scoutify app. Yes, I've had it for just as long as I've had Inventory Labs. I just never used it. I finally started using it to make buy lists. That has saved me so much time on my shipments. The reason I didn't use it in the beginning is because it does take more time when you're outsourcing, and I just like to go sourcing, keep going, and be done with it. But since Amazon changed their revenue calculator to be really dumb, and that was taking more time and all that, I figured might as well try something new. So I tried the buy lists. They are so crazy. It is so amazing. Everything is listed in Inventory Lab for me just by importing that buy list. So thing that would take me 2 to 3 hours, if not 4 hours, just to input everything into Inventory Lab to make your shipment is done like that and cuts all that time off of my shipments. Another way I'm not currently utilizing Inventory Lab, which I'm sure I'll tell you about next year when I finally start doing it, is box contents. So box contents is I prep the item, scan it, throw it in the box, and now it knows it's going to tell Amazon what's in that box, that box, that box, that box. That will also help save me a lot of time and money because I'm sure you know I currently pay Amazon to sort through the boxes for me. I pay that manual processing fee. I'm prepping everything, I'm labeling everything, but I'm just throwing it in boxes, weighing the boxes, and telling Amazon how much they weigh and what their measurements are. Then Amazon is charging me, during Q4, it's 30 cents an item, but the rest of the year, it's 15 cents an item. They're charging me that money because I'm not telling them what's in the box. But Inventory Lab box contents, I don't have to pay Amazon, and it does the work for me of filling out that whole sheet, the Amazon sheet where you have to say what's in each box. It's going to do it for me. So the reason I don't do it right now is in the RV, there's limited space. I'm literally working out of a couple boxes, so I'm not able to do it. But once I'm in here in the shop, I will be utilizing that. So between the buy list, importing, and the box contents, that will literally probably cut a day off of a shipment, if not a half a day of work. That's what everyone hates prepping, right? So that's what we need is to save some time. So I'm really excited for that. So Inventory Lab, I highly recommend it. Like I said, they have a 30-day free trial. I would take advantage of that and test it out for yourself and see. And if you do love it as much as I do, then you can get the annual and save some money on that one. Okay, now Sellerboard is the next one. You know I love Sellerboard. They're a partner of mine. They are very awesome to work with, and they help you see everything that you have, how much money you're making, what all the fees are on Amazon, how much they're taking out, and all that. It's very clear, very simple to use. I literally don't know how I knew what was going on in my business. Shocker, probably didn't know what was going on in my business before I started using Sellerboard. I have a lot of videos on Sellerboard. I'll click the one that I walks through step by step on how to use Sellerboard. But I highly recommend it. It is inexpensive. They give you 2 months free to try it out. So definitely take advantage and try it out for the 2 months. You don't even have to put a credit card. The link is here on the screen, yoursellingguide.com/sellerboard. But try it out and see for yourself. So the first thing you'll notice when you log in is you've got these nice little dashboard tiles. And they're telling me what I've done today, how much money I did yesterday, and my profit, how much month to date. And then it estimates and forecasts out what I will do for the whole month of November. This is why I use it. So they have an app which you can see everything right on the app. I literally use it in store to see what's selling this month, what should I be replanning. I use it all the time, but here's the crazy thing. So, I started making bundles this year, or actually last year, and I've gotten more into it this year. It will send out autoresponders. So I have it's set up on my bundles. It's going to ask for product page reviews for my bundles. That is how you get a listing to really take off on Amazon, is the reviews. You want it to have reviews. So how I have it set up is it will send out it's already set up for you. It's really no brainer. Click, 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 set up. This is just a standard. How would you rate this product? It gets sent to the customer. I think I have it as a 5-day after delivery, the customer reviews, and now your product page have reviews. This is not seller reviews. It's for your product pages. So if you've made any of your own bundles or listings on Amazon, utilize Sellerboard to help get those listings better, like reviews, and solicit reviews for you just by auto sending it out. It also helps you in the click of a button run reports to see if Amazon owes you money for any reason. And then it gives you templates right here. You can click and see a template where it's going to say, you literally just send this to Amazon, create a help ticket and send it and get your money back. So there's a million different things. I still am just scratching the surface on everything Sellerboard can do, but I'm going to get to listing on eBay actually later today. And so I can connect it to my eBay store, my Shopify store. I'm going to be able to connect it to so many things and just see everything that's going on in your business. So I highly recommend Sellerboard, as I'm sure you know. Again, 2 months free. So definitely check it out and get it for your business. If you're not using Keepa already, I hope you are using Keepa, the paid version. But if you're not, I recommend getting Keepa. Again, I get the annual one because you save some money, and plus it has sometimes foreign transaction fees depending on your bank you use. So you'll save on the foreign transaction fees, not coming out every month, but just once a year. Highly recommend Keepa. It is a must for selling on Amazon. If you've been selling on Amazon for a couple months or weeks and you're like, I'll get it. You guys, you have to get it. You need to know what's going on with a product before you buy it, in order to save yourself some possible costly headaches down the road. If a brand gives IPs, you'll see a cliff knockoff where all the offers will just fall down to 0 or 1. If you ever see that, they all got kicked off for a reason. You can see if Amazon was selling it, what the high price was. You can go back in time. So if I have a seasonal item and I want to know what it sold for last year, I can see that. When something's sold out while I'm scanning it, you can't see the profit on Amazon. We're using the Amazon app. But in Keepa, I can see what it was selling for to get an idea if I will be able to sell it and make money. Keepa is a must. There's so many things Keepa can do. Again, I have a full video on Keepa. I will link it here. But definitely get Keepa if you don't already have it. IP Alert. I know you've heard me talk about IP Alert. It really is a very awesome, robust tool. It's a Chrome extension, but it also has an app. It's like not a normal, you find it in the web store app. It's an app you download. So you buy IP Alert. It's a one-time, you can get a one-time license. They've given you $30 off with code Nikki. I'll link it below. So yoursellingguide.com/IP Alert. If you want to get that $30 off coupon code, it's Nikki, Nikki. It's one time. You can get an annual, but I would just get one-time license. And then once you get the license on your Chrome extension, you click the little, I think it's a QR code that you scan on your phone and you get the app there. Okay, this app. Whenever you're concerned about a potential IP, you literally just put the ASIN in or the brand in IP Alert and it will tell you, yes, possible IP, or no, green light, it looks good. I use it for every single beauty product that I've never sold before. I use it for a lot of brands I'm not sure about, or if I'm going to go deep on something and I want to make sure. But beauty tends to have the most IPs. So I always look for any beauty brand I buy. If I'm at TJ Maxx scanning beauty, I am looking at IP Alert. During the summer meltable season, it also tells you if it's meltable, which is huge because you don't want to buy something not planning to FBM and then all of a sudden you have to FBM it because it's meltable. So IP Alert is really indispensable, and it's, again, a one-time fee. I highly recommend using your tax write-off this year and getting IP Alert. Again, yoursellingguide.com/IP Alert to save $30 off. Okay, a repricer. I will say, I do not recommend getting the annual for a repricer until you've tested it out for a month or 2. So I use Be Cool right now. I don't love it. I regret buying the annual pass because I'm growing to like it, but I took a lot of time to set up my, I used one of, I think it's Field of Profits video to set up Be Cool, and it just did some funky things. Like, it's raising prices higher than it should be, and on the whole, it's helpful, but you have to set up a repricer correctly because any repricer is set to undercut by a penny, and you do not want that. So you have to actually turn that part off. It's really annoying because that obviously causes a race to the bottom. And now your repricer is racing against another seller's repricer and y'all dropping the price. And now we're just not making money, right? Hopefully you're selling on Amazon to make money. Please tell me you want to make money, because why are you doing this? But anyways, so a repricer has to be set up. It's also not set it and forget it. Like if I need to liquidate stuff, it's kind of annoying because now I have to go in Amazon Seller Central, price what I want, and make sure my repricer isn't going to price it back up above because I'm trying to liquidate something. So it is a good tool. It's not like what I think people assume it is, where you just never touch it. It does take some maintenance. It definitely takes some upfront knowledge and how to set it up. So I think Be Cool, I don't think I have an affiliate link for them, but I think they have a 14-day trial or something. So again, with anything, make sure you take advantage of those trials and see if it's for you before you buy it. The best way I can recommend growing your business in 2024 is getting in with a community. So if you want to join my Bolo group, it is open year-round to join. And in Q4, we'll be back next year with another Q4 Bolo group, which is a really awesome group of sellers. But year-round, we have the Retail Arbitrage Bolo group. A lot of the Q4 members will head back to the Bolo group once Q4 is over. But honestly, talking to other sellers, not just the Bolos, like knowing what to look for or what stores to source or aisles or categories is really helpful. But the most helpful part is just talking to other sellers. You learn different things. In one of our Q4 hangouts, one of our Bolo group hangouts, someone actually told me like there's a way you can set up boxes for FBM that you have a lot of. Did not know that. Never would have thought to even think that's possible. But someone asked and another seller answered, all in the group. This is what happens in a group, in a community. And so even if you're just a fly on the wall, reading what's going on in the group, you're going to learn a lot. Plus, you're going to have Bolos and you're going to be sharing Bolos and getting Bolos, and it's really going to help grow your business, I promise. So take advantage of those tax deductions. So if you're buying the Bolo group, if you're buying the Ungating course, the beginner course, if you're buying a lead list, like whatever it is you're buying for your business, these again are tax deductions. So save the receipts, make sure you're using your business card to buy them, and make the most of growing your business, because that's one of the things. If you want to take a course, if you want to go to a conference, if you want to come to a meetup, like whatever it is you want to do to grow yourself and your own business, those tax deductions really can help you out. So take advantage if you're able to. Join me in the Bolo community. I would love to have you there and hang out more because, like I said, I absolutely love talking to other sellers. It is the highlight of everything I do. So definitely check it out and join me in the Bolo group. Again, a reminder, if you need a new laptop, a computer, a tripod, a desk, whatever it is you need for your business, make sure you're taking advantage of those tax write-offs here in December, as well as all the sales, all the different sales of things that are going on. Take advantage of all of that for your business. That's one of the perks of being a business owner. You don't have to have an LLC. You just have to make sure your business is separated from your personal as far as taxes and income and all that. Again, I recommend Mark II of Not Your Dad's CPA. He has YouTube videos. He's a bookkeeper. He does your taxes. Like, he can do it all. So definitely check out that for more professional help, because again, not a tax professional. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this year. Again, I'm really looking forward to next year, but I want to make sure I'm making the content that you want to see. So please subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what you would like to see, and we will watch as this room fills up and looks like a nicer room. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I have a vision. So thank you guys so much again, and I can't wait to see you in 2024.